Hello, everyone, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today we are going to be building another layout as I challenge myself to tackle 2 challenges through the month of March. It is March Madness on this channel, and we are going to be working with a sketch from 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. You can find all these fabulous sketches in her Facebook group, which will be linked in the description box. Today's sketch creator is Sharon Bishop, and this is the sketch that we're going to be working with today. It has this wavy line, which stumped me for a little while, you guys. I'm not as prepared today because Sharon stumped me with this wavy line, but I did get something going, so I think we're going to be okay. I just am not as Calvin ball ready as I would hope to be. So that's our sketch creator. There's also a collaborative playlist linked in the description box. So thank you to Shannon for the sketch today. Thank you to Christy for putting all of these sketches together every few months so that we can all enjoy the challenge of working with sketches 30 days in a row. So I'm really enjoying it. And I hope you are too. Thank you for coming today. I appreciate y'all being here. And we have also the other challenge that I am focused on in March is Calvin Ball, which is a free challenge over at the Scrap Happy membership group. That is at scraphappy.org. It is also listed in the description box. And it's a free challenge. Anybody can sign up. You don't have to pay for anything. And then if you go and sign up for that, then you get to participate in all of the things that come along with it, the gallery, the live crops, etc., etc. So I'm just going to make sure that I am online here by putting up my own second screen so I can see myself on there. Okay, so let's get started. So here is my base of my sketch. It's just, I guess it's patterned paper. It has this floral on the back, but it is from, I don't know where. It looks like maybe basic gray. Anyway, so, and I stenciled tone on tone. I think I used speckled egg distress oxide ink, and I left my stencil by the sink, but it's a hexagon pattern, although you can't really tell that from the distance that it is tiny little hexagons. But I used hexagons in other places today too, so no concerns there. But I did stencil because I'm going to cover up that center square. So see how Shannon has this like center stitched line. I took that to be a spot for patterned paper. So I had this patterned paper that today I'm using the, what is this called? Here, There, and Everywhere collection by Cartabella. I used this previously, but I still have quite a bit left. And I had this piece that was cut down to 10.5 by 12. So I just cut it to be a 10.5 by 10.5 square. And so I think I'm going to start by inking those 2 pieces in some iced spruce distress ink is what I'm using today. It's just a lighter gray that has a little bit of a green blue kind of tinge to it, and I think it goes really nicely with pastel colors. So that's what I'm going to be inking my edges with today. Iced spruce. It's one of my favorite Tim Holtz inks, and I find it to be very gentle, but like not so harsh like a black or whatever, but it also gives that shadowy edge that I like. So that's why I ink my edges. I know that's not for everybody, but I keep asking for it as a Calvin ballpoint. Inking edges. No, I haven't gotten it yet. Maybe soon. Oh, sorry. My phone's ringing. There we go. Okay. There we have it. So I'm going to just adhere that down right on top of there, and then all that needs to show of our stenciling is already there, right? So yeah, I just took that stencil and went around the edge. It overlapped in a few places and looks a little bit weird, but that's okay. I still like how it's turned out. So I'm going to set that in the middle. So the green piece in the back, it's like a mint green. It didn't come with the collection. It was like just off of my rainbow shelf. So there is my base. And then I'm going to add my wavy part. So I just took a couple of scraps and I kind of made a wave out of this blue scrap. And then I took these yellow pieces and I kind of just, I cut them into 2 rectangles, stuck them down on here, and then kind of cut wavy lines around. So I don't know. It's not the most even thing in the world. It's definitely imperfect, but I'm embracing it. I think it's something different to try, and it's going to give my layout movement and shape. So thank you to Sandra for pushing me out of my comfort zone. Hi, Alana. Thanks for coming. Happy Thursday. Yes, happy Thursday. It's not close to my heart. It is a Cartabella collection called I keep wanting to say Everything Everywhere, but it's not that. Here, there, and everywhere. So then I cut it also down to a 10.5-inch strip after I kind of got the wavy part the way I wanted it. Just want to line up those edges first before I push it down on the paper. Before I came on here, I was making a little tag to go on my layout, and I ran out of adhesive. What? I know. I was like, good thing this happened before I turned the camera on. I hate when it happens when I'm in the middle of filming. Okay. So the next bit of our layout here, or our sketch, is these circle pieces. So she has, it looks like stitched circles. I am not making stitched circles, but I am making circles. I even cut my photo into a circle like it was 1999. So fun. And then I also got this circle frame. It's actually a black chipboard frame. I think it was from Bo Bunny, but I am leaving the backing on it. It's like an adhesive backed, but the adhesive's not really sticky anymore, so I'll have to re-glue it, I think. But I'm just going to ink around the edge and use the white side to frame my picture. And I used a 3.5-inch circle punch to punch out my photo. It was already a 4x4, so cutting it down to 3.5 didn't really take away anything. This is a sculpture, I guess, in Mount Vernon, Washington. And I don't know if you can tell, but if you look closely, like those are chairs. So it's quite large and it's in a park. It was cool. It was a neat thing to see on our little road trip. We stopped for lunch. Somebody asked the other day where I find all the roadside things, and there's an app for that. Remember that saying? It's called Roadside America. And I think the app was a couple dollars, but you can, and I use the app because I use it when I'm traveling, but there's a website too that you can look at. There's also a Facebook group, I think. Yeah, there we have it. So that's going to be my photo. I also did my journaling in a circle. Punched out that circle. This circle punch was 3 inches. There we go. And then what else? I also have other circle elements that I was going to add. So I have a doily, that's a circle element. I have a tag, that's a circle element. I have a different kind of doily. I haven't decided which one I want to use yet. And then I have these 2 little circle pieces. So I haven't fully decided. Oh, and I have a circle label to stamp my date on as well. So I haven't fully decided how I want this to look. Like I said, I didn't get as far in the planning as I had hoped to, but that's okay, right? Put this right on here. I could ink this white doily too if I want it to be a different color. So I can decide that later. And then I thought we could put our tag here. I can't remember how many circles she had. I could also cut the tag in half and put it down below. I think, was there 3 or 4? Let me just look again. So it looks like she has her, gosh, I can't, my computer is reflecting on me. Okay, so this is the photo, and then there's 2 circle spots here and 1 embellishment cluster kind of circle up here. So it looks like she has 4 on hers. So I could add this one as well, but I kind of like it just with 3 and then with this one down here. I think I'm going to leave that for now. Now, title. So we have a photo and some journaling. We need a title and a date. So the title, I grabbed these rose gold. They match this tag piece. So for this tag piece, I just punched out of a 2x2 square from the Cartabella collection and put it onto this circle tag that I had kicking around. And then I put an eyelet and some twine in there. There we go. And this structure is called a tulip dance. So I think that's what I'm going to put as my title. I have these rose gold thickers. Does it say what they're called? They're just called Celebrate. There. So tulip dance. How's everybody doing? Everybody glad it's Friday tomorrow? I know I am. Good times. Nothing like a weekend to make everybody smile. Tulip dance. There we go. Okay, set those aside. They're actually really pretty. Don't use that color enough, I don't think. So it'll be something like that. And that's where she had it on her sketch, just on this like wavy line, and it kind of followed the wavy line. So it's kind of fun, right? Something different. I like it when these sketch designers get me out of my comfort zone. Yeah, you're inspired by me? Yay, Alana's inspired to finish setting her craft room back together after the flood. Ah, yes. And a parent loss. It's hard sometimes to get back into the memory keeping after a loss, isn't it? But I'm glad you're inspired to get some things back together, Alana. That's wonderful. Yes, you're right. It is the first day of spring, Manya. Yeah, so tulips are the perfect thing for today. Thank you for reminding me. I kind of forgot that. Yeah, I did set out some spring stuff at work today, so I should have known that, but you know, my memory's really good, but it's a bit short. Yeah, the gold is pretty, the rose gold. So pretty. Okay. I feel like that's good now. I'm happy with it now. Okay, so we have our 3 circles up here. We have 1 down here. This is one of the doilies from my Ginger's Corner swaps, but I already used a doily back here, so I don't think I need that one. This was just an alternative circle to put on here, but I think the pink on pink I'm not loving, so I'm going to get rid of that one. What else do I have over here? Oh yeah, scallops was on the list, and I had this banner paper, I guess, and it was a scrap of paper. It was from the 4x4 card journaling cards, and so I cut a scallop around the edges of my banners, and I thought that's kind of a fun way to add scallops to the page. And then I cut it again. I cut it down to the 10.5-inch length so that it'll fit across the top of my pink square instead of the whole 12-inch background. I think that'll be fun. So that's going to go up here, just like that. Okay. What else did I grab? I also grabbed this little sloth. Isn't he sweet? I thought he could go on here somewhere, maybe even up here. Just a little something. I think he's cute. I couldn't find a good avocado, but Paula hooked me up with a bunch of sloths, so I appreciate that. Very helpful. Maybe this can be part of my date, this little film strip piece. I felt like I used the Inkwell 49 and Market film strips for this, and I thought it went nicely with this paper. What else did I grab? I don't know if I showed this or not, but this is the hexagon embossing folder that I used to emboss my circle here, and it is from Momenta. So that. Forgot to bring my stencil over. It's still at the sink. Okay, let's see what else I got in here. So I didn't get very far looking at my Calvin Ball list, but what I did was I went through my, like the collection kit, this, what I had left of Here, There, and Everywhere. And I grabbed some things that I'm like, that could get me some points. So this one has bees on it. This one has music notes on it. There was a camera that I'd already fussy cut out of some paper. So yay me. I'd punched, where are they? Punched a bunch of hearts out of this grid paper. So I'm like, grid and hearts. Yeah, I can get points for those. Maybe we could put them by our title. I grabbed some striped green washi tape. Maybe that can go down here with our little embellishment cluster that's going to happen there. Fussy cut camera. Did I show you guys? I feel like I already showed you that. Oh, because I have two. Were they from the same paper? No, this one looks like they're not from the same paper. Okay. Apparently there's a lot of cameras in this one. I also got a couple of butterfly pieces that I had fussy cut from the scraps. I have a lemon that I fussy cut from the scraps. Since Mr. Avocado's not going on this one, I thought maybe we could put a lemon on here. I have a flower, although there's tons of flowers already, but I thought it might be a good tucking piece, or because it's this dark blue color, I thought it could carry that color back up here as well. Okay, so where do we want to start? And I also grabbed this tiny scrap is all I have left for ribbon. So I thought that might be fun too. Don't know if it'll get on here, but I thought I can grab that and see if I can use it up. So let's get started with our embellishing. First, we should stamp our date, right? Because we always want to get our photos, our journaling, a title, and a date on every layout, because it's not complete for me without those things. And so I did preset my date stamp. It was like the day after the last one I did, which was cool because I was on a road trip. So I went and stopped at a lot of these roadside attraction spots along the way. So there's my little date stamp on my yellow label. Just ink the edges of this one too. And it can go down here somewhere. So maybe I'll start with the washi. I feel like the washi could go on the bottom, right? It kind of tore a little bit, and I'm like debating if I want to like keep pulling it out and like get rid of that torn piece, but then I'm like, it's probably not going to show when I'm done. So I'm just going to roll with it. Watch, it'll be the only piece of washi sticking out is the one that I tore. Okay. Okay. So we have our striped green washi. We have our little photo film strip. Yeah. Film strip. That's kind of fun, right? So I'm going to grab some white glue to get that one to go down on the bottom. I see the spring sunshine is making its way onto my desk here, which is nice. I didn't even have to turn on my overhead lights today, you guys. My room was bright enough to start filming. Let's see if it stays that bright until the end of the filming. Because I think yesterday I might have even gone over the hour that I try to stick to. Sometimes unsuccessfully. Okay. So this I want to be about here. I was hoping to get one of these cameras on here. I kind of like this one because it's got some florals on it too. And I don't always love the florals, but of course, because this layout is about the tulip dance, I think flowers are more appropriate than maybe they normally would be. The other thing I was thinking is that I could, this says where words fail, music speaks, which isn't really relevant to my layout, but I do love the music notes. So maybe I could do something with those down here as well. And then Making Memories has these little bumblebees on it, which is also part of our Kelvin Ball list. But I'm not sure I'm sold on the shape. So maybe I can punch this 2x2 circle or 2x2 square into a circle. Let me see. What I have. What's this one? 1 3/4. Maybe. I just don't want to lose those little bumblebees. And it's always harder when they're already cut into square because then I can't get them into the punch properly. That's why I try to do this part of the things off camera because I'm kind of a disaster when I try to make my tools work for me. Okay. So that's kind of cute. Maybe this can be our 4th circly bit, right? Because there was 4 up here. Or I can put it down here with this one. Ooh, I like that better. Okay, and then I was thinking our little butterflies can go on here. Maybe this yellow one can go up here since we already have quite a bit of yellow down here. Maybe one could go right on our frame. Okay, so we have those things. We already got a couple of those. We don't need something like that. Okay, we're on to something. So that's kind of everything that I had pulled out. I also wanted to have a look at what was left on the sticker sheet because I'm sure there's stuff on there that we could make use of. That's probably on our list. So let's see. We have word strip stickers that we could definitely get on here somewhere. Probably put Happy Day up here by this little sloth. He's so cute. We already got music notes on here, or we could take the music notes off and use these stickery ones. That might be better. Not worry about adding a square onto our circly layout. Let's see. Get the singing sloth. Well, maybe because it says dance over here, we can put a music note with each of the hearts. That's kind of fun. What else do we got on here that could be on our list? We have banners too, flag banners. Put 3 of those, but we already have kind of a flag and a banner across the top. So we don't really need that. And we don't really have room for it with that up there. I think that's about it. Car was taken off the list. Yep, I don't see anything else. Okay, macarons is not on the list, but it's a good one. All right. Then I have some basic things, but I think I'll leave these ones to the end because, and I should cover this up because I don't know how many times, I can't even tell you how many times, you guys, that I've stuck my arm in that and then got black ink all over other things, which is so annoying. Okay, so I have these little Halloween baby family times each child. You have to tell me more, Alana. I don't know what that means. Okay, so I got these little rub-ons by Paige Evans, which I think we'll be able to use some of these somewhere on the layout. And there is a arrow one. And florals and other things. There's also the words. So I feel like we can get a rub-on there somewhere. I feel like, you know what? I'm just going to take it and do it because I don't forget later. So I think I'm going to take this pink arrow and I'm going to put it on with my date on that little circle. And then that covers the rub-ons, and I can move this off my space. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. I have no fingernails. So I painted my fingernails to go on a vacation. And then I got the polish. It was like shellac or something. And I got it taken off. And now my nails break. Every day I swear I break a nail. So annoying. But my nails grow really fast. So I know in a couple of weeks it won't matter. But it's just, for the time being, they're so flimsy and not doing their job at picking things up for me, because that's really what they're for, right? I'm gonna have to move off of there. That's my problem. Too many layers. Now will it come apart? There we go. That's cute, right? So we have September 5th. So we have a little arrow rub-on with our date. And for finishing touches later, we'll do enamel dots. And then I also have these stars. If we don't get a star on here some other way, I like these pastel stars. I keep bringing them out and I haven't used them yet. So that should be fun. Okay. So now I feel like we've tackled the sketch from Shannon Bishop. Sharon. Sorry, not Shannon. Sharon. You're wondering how I separate my albums? So yeah, I have different ways. It's not consistent. I've been scrapbooking for a really long time. So each of my kids have a set of albums. So baby, school, sports, graduation, birthdays. I think those are their sets. And then as a family, we have Christmas albums and Halloween albums and Easter albums. I no longer scrapbook Easter and Halloween separately because I don't do enough during those holidays to make it into an album. They just go into my regular albums. And then I have trip albums. So my trips are scrapbooked separately, so they have their own albums. Then I have, what else do I have over there? So Christmas is still its own entity. I have an album that's just for, so this won't go in my trip album actually, although this will be in there, but it'll be with other pictures of that day, of like when we went to this park to have a picnic. This specifically goes in my roadside attractions album with the information about the attraction. So I have an album for that because that's an interest of mine. Then I have, I would say kind of like chronological albums where all the other things that I scrapbook go in an album. And there's loosely chronological. So kind of like in spans of decades sort of a thing. And then I'm looking at my albums. Oh yeah. And then I have albums for my son's family. So one color is for the little girl, one color is for the little boy. And then I make albums that are the whole family. And then I do mini albums as well for some trips and for some, the kids' December daily, I do their Elf on the Shelf every year. So yeah, I have lots of different ways that I do it. Lots. And I have over 100 albums and I don't care. I know some people are like, you're leaving that for your kids? I'm like, well, I'm leaving it for them to throw in a dumpster because let's be real, that's what the three boys are probably going to do with them. But I do this for myself and I really love looking at them. And they actually like looking at them too. So who knows what will happen to them, but it's all good. I don't care. I do it for me. It's cheap. Well, I don't think it's cheaper than therapy. Let's be real, but I love it more than therapy. I've done both. Anyway, yeah, that's how I sort my albums. So this one is for a specific album that's roadside attractions, and it gives the information about each roadside, where we saw it and why we stopped there. Okay, so I feel like we've kind of tackled that sketch. So Miss Sharon Bishop made this really fun, circly, stitchy looking sketch. I will be tracing some stitched lines with my white pen later as well. They're going to go around this outside edge of my layout. So I'll start them there, but I won't do that on camera because it's really boring to watch. I don't know if you can even see it with the way that the sun is shining in here right now, but it's not very obvious. And then I'll probably trace around this as well. So that's about it for now. And then I am going to move to my points. So Calvin ball points. So the Calvin ball points are on the website under gallery, and you can just read through them on your tablet or your phone or whatever and count them up. But because I'm recording, I've been printing them, which I just copy and paste them into a Word document and then print. And then I add to it every day, and then every week I print a new one. So that's kind of how I've been doing that. Okay, so the first thing is stars. So we talked about stars already. Next up is 100 words of journaling or more. No, I didn't do that this time. I did use a typewriter font, so that's going to be a point. Oh, I guess I should get this. I was just going to like start checking them off. That's not helpful. Not the way I'm doing it. Day 20. So we have typewriter font, a label. We have this circle label down here. A selfie, no, the date, yeah, on that same label. Washi tape, we have our green washi under here. Pre-March unfinished project, no. Ribbon, okay, so we do have this little bit of ribbon. Should we put it on here somewhere? What should we do with it? Where can it go? Could it have a home? Let's see. Could it be part of this little cluster up here? And then we need to move our word strip sticker. Something like that. Okay, so we got a ribbon on there. What else? Stitching. So we're going to draw that stitched line with the white pen. A frame. Yeah, we used that chipboard frame on this one here. Paper clip. I did not grab a paper clip. What paper clip should I use? Have a lot. Let's see what we got in here. We could grab a circly paper clip. I have lots of circly ones. My little thing of goodies from close to my heart. And then I just added all of the things. I have a few of these. They stopped making them a long time ago, and then I started buying them secondhand because I was like, I just really love the way that I can organize in them. All my little things. So many things. I think maybe a blue. Oops. They're hooked together. Another reason why I like to do things off camera. It just didn't happen today. There we go. Okay, so we can get a paper clip on there. Look at all of these other things I have. Photo turns, hinges, ribbon holders. I don't even know what some of them are called. How's that for embellishments? Okay. So I could put this up here, but then I'm scared it's going to like cover too much. Yeah. Maybe on here. There we go. Something like that. There we go. That's better. Okay, we got a paper clip. Enamel dots we talked about. We're going to put those on later. Hearts. We got those 2 hearts that we punched out of grid paper. Doily. We got a doily in behind our journaling. Polka dots. Yes, our pink polka dot paper counts for polka dots. Use a stencil. We use that stencil to decorate our little plain old background back there. Camera. We got one here. Handwriting. There's handwriting in my stamp as well as on this cut apart card, this cut apart card. These were all 2x2 cut apart cards that I punched into circles. And arrows. We got our arrow from the rub-ons from Paige Evans. I was going to say Heidi Swap. No. And then we got word strip sticker. We got one up here. What else? Film strip. Yeah, we got that down here. Hexagons. We got hexagons in our stenciling and hexagons in our embossing. We got plaid, no. Circle, because this is, I would say this is more of a gingham than a plaid. Is a gingham the same thing as plaid? I don't know. Somebody will have to look it up. Like I didn't know if a avocado was a fruit yesterday. somebody check that out for me. Fact checking. So I don't think gingham is a kind of plaid, but who knows? I'm not a fabric expert or a pattern expert. Circles, yes, we definitely got circles covered. We got lots of circles in this sketch today. Birthday, no. Tag, yeah, we made this little cute little rose gold tag over here. Stripes, there are stripes on our washi. Twine, we got twine in our tag. Watercolor, no. Rub-ons, we got an arrow rub-on right there. Monochromatic, a grid. Yep, we punched those little hearts out of grid paper. It's like a pink tone on tone grid. Staple. I haven't stapled anything. What should I staple today? Fun. I do love my stapler. I'm going to staple this corner down. I always forget to use this. I love that it's on my Calvin Ball list because, here, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue this and then staple it. Extra attachment never hurt anybody, right? Maybe I can staple this down too while I'm at it. I'm going to put some on this side. There we go. Yeah, like I said, I don't always think to use that little thing, but it's so stinking cute. I love it. Kind of like how that is nestling in on my scallop piece, but it's not sitting right for me. There we go. Okay. And then we have our little word strip. All right. What else we got? So we got staple, right? Yep. Staples. There we go. Cut file. Nope, didn't do that. Ombre. No, I don't think so. Splatter. I did not splatter, but I can. What should I splatter? Well, first I have to cover. So I do not want splatter all over my photo or my journaling for that matter. I want to be able to read it. Nobody talks to me all day. Then I turn the camera on and my phone is blowing up. My kids want me. My husband's talking to me. I'm like, what? It's like when your kids are little and they don't bother you until you go to the washroom, right? Nobody has spoken to me all day, but now you need it. Okay, cool. So there we go. We got a little splatter on there. And this is Taffy Hour Spritz by Shimmer's Paints. I won those from an online crop one time, and they are actually very beautiful. I don't order from them because they're in the US and it's so expensive to ship up here, but if I lived in the States, I would definitely buy more. Okay. There we go. So splatter, check. Sun. The sun? Well, I feel like because there's so much yellow in this, I could probably do something with the sun. Let me see if I can find a yellow scrap. And punch a sun out of it. How about this yellow scrap? Might be too small. Where's my punch? Or not. There we go. It is not my friend today. Also, my hands have been really sore lately. I don't know what the deal is with that, but kind of driving me a little bit bonkers. So, does this guy want the sun? Here comes the sun. Go here. Yep, that works. Sun, check. Coffee or tea? No. Cork. Well, I have this little pack of cork down here that I think has mini circles in it, but it also has little leaves. We might be able to put some leaves. What if I put 2 little cork leaves over top of the leaves on this? That's fun. Okay, we got cork on there. Look at that. How's that for being creative? All right. Cork, yes. Bling. I have this bling just sitting next to my desk. I bet you we could find a home for that as well. Let's see, where can we put this? Ooh, you know what would be fun? What if I just put one right in the middle of my camera? That's fun. Okay, works for me. Got bling. And remember, when you're doing the Calvin ball thing, you don't need like 18 bling. You just need 1 bling, right? What else? Embossing. Yeah, we embossed that frame. Torn paper. I did not tear anything on this one, and I don't think I will because I don't see a spot where I trust myself doing that, although that might have been a fun way to do this now that I think about it. So green, we have green stripes here. We also have green in our banner, and this is actually kind of a mint green, although the more I look at it, the more I think it's not. It's like an aqua color. Gears. I did not grab gears. I don't think gears really fit with this, so I'm going to skip it. Rainbow. Can I fit a rainbow on here? They're so pretty. Do I even have them? I know I have them, I just don't know where they are. But I do have some little like enamel shapes. Oh, there they are. Ha! Close enough, right? So what if we put a little rainbow next to our little sunshine? That's kind of fun. Oh, and clouds. What? A rainbow and a cloud? I don't like it. Changed my mind. Nope. Okay. I think I'll make a bigger cloud for that. Don't like how that looked. Okay. Rainbow. Gold. Yeah, we have rose gold on here. I don't know. Does rose gold count as gold? Sure. Why not? Finish a product. Well, we finished this, and I also just changed my ATG, so that's finishing a product. Finish product. Die cuts. No. I think all of my pieces are either fussy cut or punched. No die cuts. Buttons. We could throw a button on here. Where's my button box? Now I'm throwing stuff around. Buttons are also circles. They might look cute on here. What kind of buttons should I add? Do you like my button box? Isn't it pretty? It's so full. I asked for this point because I'm like, I have a very full button box. It needs to get stuff out of it. This is a cute little button. Nope, not going to fit on this one. Let's see, what color is missing? So we have lots of yellow. Do we want a blue? How about one of these? That one's weird looking. I don't like that one. This is a flowery blue one. It could go up here with this somewhere. Okay. Button. Puffy sticker. I could definitely get a puffy sticker on here. What do I got for puffy stickers? Ooh, I have all these puffy hearts. I also have these little puffy pieces, which are kind of fun. These ones are the right colors. What if I put a puffy on this side and then a puffy on this side? Something like that. Those are fun. Also, I have these little puffies, but I don't use them for anything, even though they can really go anywhere. I just need to like put them with something that they're going to get used with. So puffy sticker, multi-font title. No, I used the same font for my whole title. A feather. I mean, no, but can I put a feather on here? Let me see. I just happen to have over here with my wood veneer. I have some feathers in the wood veneer box. It could go on there. It's kind of fun, right? Okay, so we got feather, silver. Did I get anything silver on here? I don't think so. Scallops. Yeah, we cut scallops into our border piece. Clock. Oh my. No, but I certainly love my clocks. And they are also a circle. What clock can I put on here today? So most of these are from All in Create. They have like die cut packs that are just clocks. And I bought one and shared it with my friend Joanne. So good times. So I'm going to tuck this little clock down here, and that makes my 3 circles, which makes me happy. So we got a clock on there. The word love, I don't think so. This isn't really where you put that word. I mean, it's a nice sculpture, but do I love it? I don't know. Avocado, he didn't make the page. I looked. Music notes. Yes, we have music notes stickers on there. White pen. We're going to use that white pen around the outside edge. After I turn the camera off, we'll finish that. Sloth. We got our little sloth up here. He's so cute. Thank you, Paula. Pickle. Nope. Still have not found a pickle in my scrapbooking supplies. I saw a lady, though, made a card with a pickle on it the other day. I was like, good job. It was in the Calvin Ball Gallery. Memorabilia, no. Flowers. Yeah, we definitely got flowers covered. Use a sketch. We used this lovely sketch. And butterflies. Yes, we got those on there. Holiday themed. No. Clouds. See, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cloud punch and my vellum paper. Where's my vellum? Oh. So this little paper pad from Stampin' Up is all vellum paper. And if you're looking for a Stampin' Up demonstrator and you're in Canada, I have mine linked in my description box as well. Just happens to be my beautiful mother. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick a scrap, and this punch is also from Stampin' Up. So, and this was a recent purchase, so I'm pretty sure they still have it on their site. I love their punches. I think they're built by the same people as EK Success because they are very similar in structure and they work wonderfully. And just glue that down. So that's going to go under. I'm going to put a little rainbow, cloud, and sunshine sort of little thing there. So we got a cloud now. What else we got? Books? No. Wood veneer? Yeah, we got a wood veneer feather down here. Looking very dapper on the page. We got fussy cut something. Well, yeah, we got lots of fussy cutting. The lemon, the butterflies, the camera, those are all fussy cut pieces. Oh, remember when I said I didn't have any die cuts on here? This flower was a die cut. Check. I lied. I just remembered. Banner. Yeah, we got a banner across the top. Bee. We got bees on our little card down here, cut apart card. Sequins. No. Could I put sequins on here? Sure. Where's my sequins box? I moved it when I grabbed my wood veneer. Out of my reach. Let's see what we got in here. I could do the silver again, and then we could get those silver points. Let's see. Put a little silver sequins on here. Silver surfers. These, I shouldn't even try. They're so staticky. Some down here. Some over here. No, I just want them like diagonally through here. There we go. So that's not exactly where they're going to go them down. You can always look at the finished product when I get to that sequins. And then I get a point for silver that I didn't have before. Hedgehog, no. Stamps, I stamped my date. Journaling card, I punched all of these journaling cards into circles, but yes, they're definitely journaling cards. A bow. I have a bow. Interesting. Lace. We have a lace doily back there. Pink. Yeah, we got pink covered. Frogs. No, that was not in here. A brad. Ooh, I bet you I could find a brad. Have a bunch. What do I got? Ooh, look at this flare. Remember we talked about flare? I don't know where to put them. It says explode. Brad. What kind of brad should I put on here? I could do a star brad. What shape do I need? Do I need a ladybug? No. I do have bees in here, but I already got my bees covered. What else do I got? Maybe I just need a circle? Just a regular old ordinary circly brad. That's too much the wrong color. What if I put this color up here? That makes more sense. Okay. Oh, you know what I could do? Hang on. Hold the phone. Check this out. This brad says the word love. Love. I could put tulip dance love. That kind of makes more sense. I'll have to figure that cluster out though, because it's not my favorite. Okay. I got a Brad and the word love now. Okay. Fruit. No, where am I? Brad, shaker pocket. No. Chickens. No. Flags. There's flags on my banners. And fruit. We got a lemon there. That counts as a fruit. And chipboard. Yes, our frame is a chipboard piece. And flare. Yep, we got that explore flare on there now. Put away 5 layouts. No. Cruise. No. Vellum. We punched our cloud out of vellum. Eyelet. There's a little eyelet in my tag. Getting messy with my tally marks over here. What else we got? Viewmaster. I did not grab a Viewmaster, but it's another circle. Maybe I can get one on here. What color should I get? Let's see. I don't even know if I have green ones, do I? Maybe not. Looking in the wrong box. What color do I want? Yellow? Pink? Blue? Do I have a pink one? So I just have these little boxes. Most of them are like printables that I've cut out or scraps, or if I have like one die cut left, I'll throw it in these color themed boxes. So, and then the printables that I have that are like, not just the label printables, but these. I don't see a pink one though. I see purple. So my Viewmaster printables are from Nicole Jones 911. If you're interested, you can go check her out. She has a whole section of printables for sale. What else have I got? I don't know. Maybe I don't have a Viewmaster that will match with my layout. What? Maybe I need to print some more Viewmasters. Maybe that's what this is telling me. Oh my goodness. Nothing. Nothing. What do we got in here? Anything? Anyone? Anyone? Viewmaster, are you in here? Might have to skip that point. Darn it. Better get on the printables, you guys. Okay, maybe that's my weekend job. I'm going to get on the printables. No Viewmaster. Sorry, friends. The blue ones are very bright blue. They wouldn't match with this layout, so I'm not even going to look in there. Oh, no Viewmaster. No point. If you don't have it, you don't get the point, right? Tickets. No. I have lots of tickets. I could just put one on here, sneak it in there. What color should I put in there? I could put one of these in. Is it the right color? No, not really, hey? It's kind of a weird green. Those aren't really the right color either. The yellow one, but again, I have yellow like everywhere. Do I have pink? Yeah, but they're bright pink. What are these ones? These could match. Uh-oh. Except I can't open them. It's a trick. Oh my gosh, you guys are like, come on, girl, get with it. Yeah, definitely get going to do the spring things there. Okay, play, soar, story, dream. We could put story because this is definitely the journaling, right? So it can go there. I'm not going to seal that back up. That was not fun. So I just keep my tickets in this little bucket. So my story ticket can go under here. I guess it doesn't really matter what it says because I'm going to cover it up. Ticket. Shamrock or clover? No. Photo corners? No. Super old stash. Well, yes, I did, because these tags are from the early 2000s. And the brads also, and the cork pieces. Those are all very old. So I did use some super old stash, but my collection kit was not that old. Chevrons? No. Deer? Again, no. Playing card? No. Animal print? No. Bubbles? No. Quotes? No. I did not put a quote. A robot? No. Blue? Yeah, I got a point for blue. There's blue stuff on here. We got blue. This whole thing is blue. What else? Yellow. My goodness, yes, we've been talking about that. There's lots of yellow on here. And the word spring, no, weirdly, the word spring is not on here. I guess that's a good ad though for the last day, isn't it? Or the first day of spring, I mean. Okay. So what do we got here? We also need to add points for making the layout and stuff. So we have make a layout, make a video, post to the gallery, post to Facebook, post to a group, post to Instagram, and post to another social media source. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, same as yesterday. I counted 77 first, and then when I went back and counted again, I got 76. So I will recount again today. I do it every day just to make sure once everything's glued down that I did get the points that I was looking for. And I should add a couple more points when I'm done because I want to add these things on as well. But we will see. I don't know if they'll actually make it on now that I got sequins and stuff on here. We'll see if it might be too much, you know? So anyways, that's my layout for today. I hope you enjoyed my video, even though at some points it was a little bit slow. So I do appreciate all of you who are here watching live. And thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. That's super nice. If you are here from the future, I also love hearing from you. So I'd love for you to leave a comment so I know you were here. And any likes are appreciated. Helps people find videos like ours. So thanks again for being here. I will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 5 p.m. Pacific, and 8 p.m. in Eastern Time. So I hope you'll come again. And I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. If you want to look at my finished product as it's all stuck down, it will be posted later tonight on my Instagram, which is linked in the description box. Have a great night, everyone. Bye for now.